Alright guys, I've already got the hams cut out, the back legs cut out, and just I should have videoed it, but I didn't. But basically all you do is just cut right around the joint, cut the meat right around the joint, and then when you get to where you're down to the tendon and can work the joint loose, it just pops right out of socket. It's pretty simple. The only thing holding it in there is tendons. Alright. Now since we're making a stew, generally you wouldn't do anything with this side meat, but since we're making a stew, I'm going to go ahead and cut this side meat off. We'll add it to the stew. It'll add some flavor in there. On a regular pig, on a groundhog or a regular hog, this would be where you get your bacon from. And it's from here on this side meat. Cut a little bit of that excess fat off there. Lay it over there and I'll clean it up here in a little bit. Got two sides, so we've got two sides of side meat. Just kind of work around the ribs there. Now I want to get these shoulders off. You can kind of see where it goes. You just follow that line back in there. Just like so. You can see there's a silver lining in there. You cut this fat off, but you want to follow that. You want to follow that lining, and that'll show you where to cut the meat at. Right there went the first joint, and the shoulder just kind of rolls out of there, just like so. Alright. I'll get this other one off here so we don't make this video so long. I'll get this other shoulder off here, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how to get the back straps and the tenderloin out of it. Alright guys, to get this piece of back strap meat, we're just going to cut the tendons right at the base of the tail. And we can take and go right between the back strap and the tenderloin on the inside. Make a cut right up through there. The same thing on the other side. There we go. Got a tendon coming to that hip right there. There we go. We'll just take and run the knife right down the back of the spine. Pull that back strap right out of there. I hope y'all can see this. I know I'm wrestling around the sink here. Once you get about up to the ribs, just go ahead and cut that back strap off. I would like to get these little tenderloins out of here, so I'm just going to take my knife, run it right down the sides of the spine. and separate out that tenderloin. Not a whole lot of meat there on this animal. On some animals though, that's where your best meat is at, is in that tenderloin. It generally has the most flavor right there in that tenderloin. I'm no butcher, as y'all can see. There we go. I believe that's about all we're going to get off this little fella. But pretty much used everything. The only thing I haven't really used is rib meat. And now I could take and chop these ribs up and throw them in the stew also, but I don't really see the point in it. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of rib meat there. But I'll go ahead and get this stuff washed up, get it seasoned, and get it in the pan, get it to boiling, and get right back with you. Alright guys, so got the meat in the pot here, got it to a nice full rolling boil. I want to clean up my mess around here so I don't get a whooping. And put some salt in there. I'm going to put a little more pepper in there so I can give it some good seasoning. But I'm going to let this boil, bring it down to a simmer here in a minute. But I'm going to let it sit in here and boil for probably a good hour or so. Just leave it in here boiling. And that's going to loosen the meat up and soften it up some. Of course, this is a young groundhog, so he doesn't have to power boil a whole lot. It's going to be tender already. But I'm going to let it boil in here for a while and cook for a while and really get all those juices out of there. And then I'll add some carrots and parsnips and potatoes and some other things to it. All right. So I'll get back to you whenever we get to that point. All right, guys. So finished cooking up my groundhog here, and Misty made me some biscuits, and so I can't wait to try it out. It all looks really good. Some potatoes and carrots and some onions from my neighbor's garden over there. So I thought I'd try it out here. Man, that's awesome. It's great. Try a few carrots. This is awesome. I'll tell you what, the closest thing that I can equate groundhog to, I mean, if you really wanted to say what's it taste like, it may sound crazy, but to me it tastes like kind of like pork roast. It's awesome, and the meat is kind of, you know, you can see the meat here. It's kind of the same type of consistency once you parboil it. You know, it's got some fat in it and whatnot, but has an excellent flavor. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching my video. I appreciate all your views and your comments and everything. Thanks for all your support, and I'll make another video as soon as I can and post it just as quickly as I can. See you next time. Thanks, guys.